But yeah, so I'm looking forward to Diablo 4 chat. I'm still having issues deciding if I'm gonna play a druid, a barbarian, or a sorcerer, or a necromancer. It's one of the few times that I kind of want to play all the classes, which is kind of rough. Like, rogue seems very cool. It's just not a kind of class that I normally play. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, but let's check out the game overview, just so everybody knows what's up. Because it's gonna be out sooner than you think, right? Barbarian felt really cool, but Druid has lightning.
The story in Diablo 4 will appeal to both new players and hardcore Diablo fans. And when writing this next chapter, we really wanted to return to our darker roots.
Sanctuary is in a very interesting state right now. It's 50 years after Reaper of Souls from
My
Diablo 3,
Nephilim is no longer
half
here.
of the population was exterminated by an archangel. The world has seen quite a bit of changes, quite a bit of scarring from its wounds that have not totally healed.
In these years of death and decimation, power vacuums have opened up and been filled.
I didn't realize that
Factions you'll
he
actually
killed
get to interact with in
50%.
Diablo 4. Heroes of the past that we've known and loved have long since faded into memory, as well as an iconic order known as the Haradrim.
The world is a bit broken and wounded, and it's in this fragile state that Inarius and Lilith return, and they are the makers of Sanctuary, and their return may not mean the best for humanity.
Before Sanctuary was created,
So
the
great.
heavens and the hells were battling each other in a non-stop war. Our Sanctuary was created by disenfranchised rebel angels and demons that wanted out. They didn't want to be a part of this never-ending war because there was literally no point. Two of those people were Inarius and Lilith.
Lilith is a demon and Inarius is an angel. They were part of the eternal conflict between heaven and hell, in which they were constantly fighting with each other.
When Lilith captured Inarius, she was ready to torture him, but when she learned that they're of like mind, she became his partner in crime. They stole a singular, most important object known as the World Stone.
The World Stone.
Iconic mountain-sized gem.
God,
that has the
Tyrael is so
ability of
cool,
creation.
man.
Inarius
Look
and
at
Lilith
Tyrael
helped
being
to
cool.
create the world of Sanctuary.
And that's where the name of the world comes from.
Just
It
kidding.
was their sanctuary.
It reminds me of
to
like how
hide away
cool
from the eternal
Tyrael is my.
conflict.
I'm sorry, chat. I have to interrupt this. I think all the angels are dope. Like what Diablo does with like the inner light and the kind of void of the angels is amazing. But I think Tyrael and his wings are like the coolest thing ever. Even back like in the original, Diablo 2, like even with that technology, his wings just looked incredible, dude. I wish, dude. One day I'm gonna get those in real life.
Both have
I'm gonna
similar
stream with it.
goals, but as an angel and as a demon have different ways of going about it.
Inevitably, it wasn't going to last. They've
Right,
clashed multiple
Herman?
times
So
throughout the
sick.
history of the Diablo universe. And the last time they met, Inarius banished Lilith from the world and locked her in this realm of darkness.
We wouldn't see Lilith again until the cinematic By Three They Come, when a mysterious figure pulled her back into Sanctuary and set her loose on the world she helped create.
Inarius also suffered when the heavens found out where he was and what he had done, that he had created this world. He was punished and handed over to the burning hells as a peace offering.
Because of these two experiences, both Lilith and Inarius do share that they were betrayed and they've been disillusioned. That does not mean that they get along.
There's this rare moment in time where Inarius and Lilith are back on the world.
It is them fighting each other with humanity as their battleground.
So sick. We're gonna have fun with Diablo,
Diablo
chat.
4 begins. This
I can't wait to
wanderer
play it.
Is trudging through the snowstorm.
The betas were
in a
really
place called
fun.
The Fractured Peaks. Really, they're just looking for some shelter.
The player character in Diablo 4 is whoever the player wants to be. Are they running from something? Are they running to something? What kind of a person are they? We leave that up to them to decide.
They are seeking refuge from this blistering cold that saturates everything within the Fractured Peaks. They find a cave, and it is that moment where they're pulled into the bigger events of Sanctuary, these monumental moments that will be taking place that will
You have a whole
shape and
backstory
shape
for your
the
character
world.
created. I should make one for mine, but it's hard.
It has been
Because I don't know who I want to play
since
yet.
Malthael, the aspect of death, culled about 50% of humanity. Humans struggle to survive in that 50-year gap after that massive culling. The humanity itself is trapped between the high heavens and the burning hells, and each are trying to influence humanity in their own way. The players
I miss my monk.
Sanctuary by a specific character that we actually
You
remember
can
from
play it
UTookMySoulz.
alone,
His name is
Giscard. You don't have to play with other people.
Lorath in
I'll definitely
Diablo
be playing
4
alone at times.
Is not the same Lorath from
Like, you have to
Diablo
be
3
online,
Rebirth
but you don't have to
Souls.
play
He's
with
a
people.
changed man. He was a member of the Herodrim. And the Herodrim is this secretive order of scholars and mages who protect the world from demons and other supernatural threats.
Lorath is much older and weathered from the things that he's seen. He is struggling with who he is with the Herodrim and even without the Herodrim.
When Lorath learns of the player's interactions with a being that he remembers very well, he pulls him into this mission to stop Lilith.
They will need to try to figure out a way to survive in the world of Sanctuary in all of its turmoil since Lilith has come back.
All that work we did at D3 was for nothing. Yeah.
Experiencing in the world of Sanctuary. One of them is Prava. She leads the Cathedral of
Yeah,
Light. The
we did
Cathedral of
nothing.
Light is a
RJ.
militaristic faction led by Inarius. Inarius is the ultimate supreme leader, but she handles the day-to-day.
She acts as a bridge between Inarius and the other followers of the Cathedral of Light.
She was at rock bottom when Inarius met her. As you can imagine, on Sanctuary, life is brutal. Inarius uplifted her and taught her the tenets of the Cathedral of Light.
Ever since then, she's become his most loyal, fervent follower. She would do anything for him, and she just really believes in what he stands for.
Inarius is in various states
So
of
sick.
bitterness. You're seeing
Yeah,
a
she's really
faction
dope.
that
I mean, her feet
has
are burned
done
now, and I feel
as much
bad for
good
her.
as necessarily bad.
But she's so
you, as
awesome.
a player, get to decide how you feel about those actions, and Prava will be at the forefront of all of it.
Donan, he's one of the Herodrim. He is this very gifted mage who also is a scholar. We find him in this place called Scotland, where he's made a name for himself and become something of a hero. In Diablo 4, we'll find out what Donan's relationship with Lorath is and the Herodrim and how he became a hero in this place.
Cool design.
Nayrel is this
Yeah, from
young
Scotland, yeah.
adventurer. She has traveled the world with her mother looking for lost artifacts. She's spent her life going through
I think it's
old ruins and
Scottsdale,
reading old texts
Scottsdale,
and learning
something.
these arcane things.
But it might as well be
Together, they're
Scotland,
searching
yeah.
for the remnants of the Herodrim. They believe in finding that they'll find some purpose.
She is someone who is very intent on stopping Lilith, so she becomes a very strong ally for you and for Lorath throughout the game.
It's through her actions that Lorath and the group that you will follow will come to contend against Lilith.
Something that we tried to do from a narrative perspective is create people that are living in a very dark place, but still trying their best to live.
They'll have some scars, but they also have these pieces of beauty and humanity. We wanted to ground them in the circumstances of the world and make them feel real and relatable.
With Diablo 4, you're
Can they
very
give
much
me
watching
power,
a
though?
tragedy unfold.
Can they give me
It's
lightning?
definitely a story that we wanted to create around people, not just the apocalyptic elements that surround the story. And that's something that we really sought to bring to you as a part of the Diablo narrative.
Lilith is free, she has some followers, and she's back on her old business. She's gonna corrupt us or try to turn us to her side for her own ends.
The story of Lilith and Inarius is the darkest story we've ever told, and it expands
Jesus.
the mythos of Sanctuary and the lore of the series like never before.
I mean, yeah, chat, as someone who played the betas and stuff, I'm super excited. As someone who played the betas, yeah, that's true. That's true, Chuck. We saw some dark-ish. I cannot wait to play this.